What you doing, babe?
Playing with tunes.
Pearl is pumped. What was that, Pearl?
Uh-oh, I missed a spot.
How's the grass, Tuna?
They're upset because I cut it.
How is it going, boys and girls? Welcome back to Key West Waterman. My name is Aaron Young. This is my lovely wife, Madeline, and Tuna and Pearl. Enjoying the grass. It's a beautiful day here in Key West. You guessed it, we're gonna go out and do something on the water. Got the little boat packed and ready to go. Got all our dive gear. Gonna go do a little bit of spearfishing to harvest some fish to eat, hopefully. I've got some spots in mind that I haven't dove probably in at least a year. I'd like to go check. I don't know what the water looks like, so we're gonna run out there and check, see what that looks like, and kind of go with the flow. We'll see you out there. We are on our first spot. So to kind of give you an idea, a lot of times when we're doing diving, I mean, it just really depends on the day, but the majority of the time I say we probably dive on the Atlantic side. Today we are on the north side of the Keys, so the Gulf side, the Gulf of Mexico. The water typically over here is going to be more of a green tint. It looks so-so. I wouldn't say it's like completely murky. I can see the anchor line maybe 10, 12 feet down, which is plenty to hunt in, but typically on the Gulf side, the water is going to have more of a green tint and is more likely to be dirty. But this is our first spot. It doesn't really look like anything. There's actually, and you'll see it once we get down there, these are actually artificial spots, and what that means is they're man-made. They put stuff down on the bottom. These, I believe, are old construction material from when they used to tear stuff down in the Keys back in the day. They'd actually come out here because it was a short trip and dump a bunch of stuff. So there's a ton of these spread out on the Gulf side. If you know where they're at, or if you're local, you know exactly where I am. But I have probably at least 30 or 40 spots of these. Like I said, it looks like there'll be like steel beams or big flat pieces of metal, construction, some rebar. But it's just, they're artificial spots is what I'm getting at. But we're gonna get suited up. We're only in 23 feet of water. Let's go take a peek. You ready?
I'm ready.
I can see the bottom. I can make out the bottom. You want to go first, or do you want me to go? Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go?
I'll follow you.
You want to follow me? Okay. Welcome back underwater, everybody. As always, going to talk about some of these dives and some scenarios. We've got a guest star. It's going to be narrating today. A little bit. So first drop, typically I'm going to scan, do a flyover. I'm not going to get down in the holes and whatnot. There was a sheep's head there in the distance. I just want to see if anything is out and about. Any free swimmers, hogfish, snappers, whatever. Anything could be out running around before I get up in the holes and ledges and see what's hiding. You see that sheep's head?
Yeah.
You can shoot those.
Yeah. I didn't know what we were like trying to get.
Food. I'm gonna get up under this one. This one's a little more subtle. There's a big one over here. Let me go check this one with the light to see if there's anybody home.
Can you hold on 1 second? I think it overweighted.
So second drop, I've already done my flyby. I'm gonna get up in the cracks and crevices, see if anything else is hiding that we can't see. Little dog snapper up in there. I can see the little bit of cloudiness, which tells me that fish did swim up in here when we hopped in. The bottom is stirred up. I can see stuff in there shifting around. I come all the way to this edge. I can see a nice black grouper. See its eyes there and its body tucked up in there. Huh? Now there's a few snappers in there. There's actually a black grouper in there.
Man, I can't take a while off diving. I feel not good at breath holding.
You want to try and shoot that black grouper? Or you want me to get it?
I mean, how far in it? Like, is it? I don't want to like lose it.
It'd be perfect with the little gun. Just go down there on your side with the light. Look under the ledge real mellow. You can see his face plain as day. I'm gonna come down and follow you.
The butt is facing where it is?
The butt is facing the grouper. So go down, baby, on your side, slow. Try not to clink anything against any of the metal or to make any sounds. Just slow. A gun in your right, flashlight in your left. Lay on the bottom on your side and right in the face.
Okay. You're not gonna film me, right?
Yeah. So I gave Madeline the shotgun and some directions. She does her best not to listen to me, so we never know what's going to happen there, but what are you feeling?
So first off, welcome back underwater, everybody. I've always wanted to say that. So here I'm just trying to figure out where the grouper might be and trying to locate it. And an eel actually pops out to say hi, and you're going to see me swim away very quickly. Do not like this, guys.
So go down. The eel's not going to do anything. You have the spear gun.
I saw it.
You have the spear gun. You have the power.
Yeah, he's also like slimy and like squiggly.
He came to thank you for releasing his cousin out on the reef the other week. Yep.
But this is too advanced for me.
No, it's not.
I'm too tired.
Facing the water, snorkel in the mouth, get your breath. Make sure when you come down, you're far enough up current that, baby, look at me. Baby, head is facing with the current. The ledge is on your left. If you're on the right, your gun is in your top right hand, which it's an awkward shot. You need gun in your right hand on the bottom, light in your left hand above the gun. Take your time, you're good. So some of you at home may be wondering why Madeline is stopping on her way down. She actually has trouble equalizing. So she has to pause, clear her ears, pause. It's more of a challenge, in my opinion. It takes longer to get down there, which is, I think, more impressive. But she's having to stop because her ears lock up and she has to pause to equalize them.
So at this point, I'm just trying to make sure that Mr. Eel does not come back, but also trying to locate the grouper. And I can see it once I see him, I'm like, oh, this is a straight shot. Wish I would have stoned him, but can't always be a winner.
You want me to get it out?
No,
Or do you want to take a stab at it?
I'm gonna get it.
It looked like a good shot. So take your time, get your breath.
All right, so to be honest, I was not feeling very confident with these dives. I have not dove in a long time, so I just really didn't feel like I had a good breath hold. Definitely have not shot a grouper in a while, so at this point, I'm just trying to get this thing out as quickly as possible.
Just getting back into the swing of things.
Exactly. Just had to be the first dive that we found, or the first spot that we found. So yeah, so I didn't get to have as much bottom time as I was hoping, but you know, I just went back up and surfaced and reassessed at that point.
Man, my breath hold. Oh,
So rule of thumb, you don't want to like grab and twist at all because it may the flopper could be upside down. You look at the shark fin tabs. If the shark fin tabs are sticking up, that means the flopper is facing down. You get what I'm saying? If the shark fin tabs are upside down, there's a chance that the flopper could lay down flat and you pull it right out.
Oh, we're live. Okay.
We're live.
And going back down. As Aaron mentioned, I have a difficulty equalizing, but we're making it work. And just following it down.
It's more impressive if you've ever tried to do that.
Yeah, that's what he tells me at least.
It really increases your...
But luckily this guy came out, like right after, what is this, my second one down? So
Yep.
Put my hand at the end of the shaft, secured the fish, and was pretty stoked. This first grouper of the season for me. All right, I'm gonna hand this over to Aaron. This is fun. Talk to you later.
You go, girl. All right, let's get him brained and bled. He's not enjoying today, but we are thankful for him or her.
wow.
Gorgeous, I know. Perfect eater. Just careful. Get the gills or the mouth so you secure them. Good job, baby. So we moved over, well, swam over. There's 3 piles right next to each other, so dropped off the fish, swam over to the next pile. You can see on the drop plenty of nice mangroves. And I'll be honest, I got a little greedy here. I was looking for something better. I should have just taken one of those mangroves. They were out and about. I've actually only dove to this particular spot one other time. And when we did dive it, it had, and I'm not exaggerating, probably 12, maybe 15 dog snappers on it, and the smallest one was probably like 4 or 5 pounds. So I was looking for one of those big dog snappers, but I did not see them this time.
See that Goliath at the end?
Yeah.
Huge.
Oh, there's another one?
There's 2.
No, I didn't see the second one.
The second one's bigger.
I should have taken one of those mangroves. I got a little greedy.
I know, this mangrove's
There's 3 big Goliaths here. So after cruising around, seeing a few snappers, and I knew that most of them disappeared, and last time I saw so many dog snappers and other stuff here, I wanted to get down into the caves and cracks and see if there was anything that I wasn't seeing. Anytime you dive any of these rubble piles, there's always going to be hiding spots, little caves, all kinds of stuff. You just got to be really careful when you're doing this. You could see some really, really nice snappers back in there. Just, this is very tricky when free diving. You can hear Madeleine on the surface. She was not thrilled about it. Just know your limits, know what you have on you, always have a knife. I don't encourage anyone else to do this. I've been doing it so long I'm comfortable with it, but if you're not, you can certainly put yourself in a panic. I do not push my dives even remotely close to their fullest on this scenario. I want to come out of that cave when I have another minute of air to be safe. Madeleine was not happy.
Babe.
There's some giant snappers in there.
No, absolutely not.
I want to go get the little gun. No, there's literally like 22-inch snappers in there.
Right, I don't give a crap.
So I was shifting the boat over just a smidge, but check this out. This is so cool. This is the Simrad side scan. I've got the 3-in-1, the transom mount. You can see the actual rubble there. That's so neat. I scooted the boat over a little closer so we weren't, we were probably at least 150, 180 feet from it. Being a small boat, low dive flag, I wanted the boat to be closer to us. Anyways, I scooted it over to us. I was going to grab the little gun, but I had a feeling it wouldn't be enough because those snapper were still another 8 to 10 feet in that cave, and I wanted to have enough punching power. They were bigger snappers, so I wanted to have enough punching power to get to them. So I ended up going with the big gun still. Just coming in nice and slow, and unfortunately the camera angle, it's hard to see this. If you look very closely, you'll see some of the tails going by, but got my light lined up, gun lined up, just waiting for the snapper to turn at the right angle. Let it go. Now luckily this snapper actually came back out towards me. If it didn't, I would immediately put the brakes on it and keep it from going further back. This can be a tricky scenario because you can very easily get your shaft or anything stuck way up in there to where you can't reach it. I actually searched the front and back side, so I had a pretty good idea that I would be able to get it out regardless. So I'm going down, trying to reassess, hopefully get something done here. I want to locate the fish so I can brain it, see how tangled I actually am. You have to be really careful during this. So I can see my fish, and I realized that the fish ran under another beam and wrapped around it, so I can't do everything from that side. I tried to. You can see I had the shaft in my right, line in my left, and I realized I couldn't get it through, so I grabbed the fish, threw it outside of that beam there. I'm going to slide back out very carefully, and I want to brain this fish so it's not creating any more trouble and so it's not suffering. Obviously I want to dispatch everything as quickly as possible, but if it's down there on the bottom swimming around, I can very easily make a bigger mess. I got him. Actually, one more dive. I gotta unhook from the gun and then pull him out. I brained him. So now the fish is brained. I have a game plan in my head. I'm gonna go in here, unclip, run to the outside, pull it through. Once it's unclipped, the line should pull through really easily. So I'm gonna pull that off. Now I've got the gun on one end, and then the line and the shaft are on another, separated. I know that fish is dead. It's not going anywhere. I already brained it. You can see that line pulls right through. I really, really enjoy this style hunting. Nice one.
Dang, babe.
I knew there were still some big snappers in there, so I wanted to give it one more go. And I'm using one band because if you're going to shoot two bands into something like that, this is old metal. There's a good chance you could punch through it and your flopper's going to get stuck on the other side and there is no getting it out if that's the case. So I use one, a lot less power. Still should be enough to get, you know, through the fish, but I don't want it punching through metal somewhere. I've actually seen people lose gear that way. But I'm coming back in. See the snappers back in the back. They're actually a lot further than I thought, and that's why I ended up going with the bigger gun opposed to the shorty. The shorty probably wouldn't have had enough range. I mean, I'm still shooting 10, 12 feet. If you look closely, I zoom in, you'll see the snapper come in front of the light and took that shot. Now this one went the other way. It didn't swim out. So you can see I'm going to put the brakes on it very carefully. Not panic, I'm just stopping it so it doesn't swim any further back in there. And this time I'm going to take the gun with me because the fish didn't come back towards me and it wasn't wrapped. I don't want it going any further back in, so I'm going to keep the gun with me. I gave it about a minute. I felt the fish stop shaking and fighting. It went back down and it actually, surprisingly, came out on its own. It worked itself past the shaft and up the line. So same thing. Not only so the fish isn't creating more of a mess, but a fish down there flopping and shaking around is going to draw unwanted attention. Predators can sense that movement and the struggle. So crawling back in, just feeling, see how tight this thing is, and luckily it was on the bottom side, only in sand. That's why I didn't really want to take a shot up in between the two pieces of metal, because it's more likely the flopper's going to grab it. This one came right out in one swoop. A lot of luck involved in these. Just if you ever dive under structure, please be safe. Have your buddy spotting you. Never push your dives. It's like a snapper hole.
Man, I think mine is bigger.
Way bigger. Where did you find that thing?
Also, I think I almost took his head off.
Yeah. He's legal. I mean, they only have to be 10 here.
Well, I was just cruising.
That's 11. I mean, that's 11 all day. Huh? Little sandwich. Rocked it. I know you don't like me doing that, but I love those tactical little challenges. Getting in there, having to unspool my line or unhook it.
I don't mind you doing that, but I don't like it when there's something over you. Where you can get snagged on or...
Babe, I'm very careful. Look at that snapper we get to eat now. All I had to do was swim into a hole.
We did good.
Smashed them. That was only one spot.
I'm surprised I even got any fish. It's been like at least 6... It's been since like last summer since I have like dove.
Really?
Like besides wahoo.
What have you been doing?
Working.
Cousin Ed.
Yeah. And this is
Mama bear.
Mama bear. Wow, your snapper's almost as big as mine.
Look at that.
Grouper.
Quite the haul. Malin got a little excited on this one, but he's still legal. It's over 12 inches. It just looks, it looks so small compared to when I first saw this one. I thought it was a cubera.
Yeah, that's a nice fish. Wow. That's a good
Wild.
good amount of fish.
That's only one spot. Good job, baby. Give me some. So we're done out here. Trophies only. You got the biggest and the smallest. covered your ground.
What do I win?
You get to eat them.
Perfect. Do I have to fillet them?
You want to fillet them?
No.
We're done. One of the more common questions I get, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, is people will ask, while you're out there, why don't you get your limit every time and just shoot as much as you can and then fill the freezer up? Well, if we did that, then we would only get to dive maybe once a month or something.
Lame.
And we enjoy the process. We want to come do this, eat the fish fresh in its best state. So if we can help it, we like to come out weekly, get them fresh for the week, and then come back next week. I mean, who wants to dive just once a month? That sounds miserable.
It
right?
is.
It is.
It is. It's been a while for me, so gonna hope now that summer's here and the water's warm, I'm hoping to go more often.
This is more Madeline season.
Yeah,
She doesn't
yeah.
like the wetsuit thing, but yeah. Anyways, we're done. We're gonna head back, get these cleaned up, and I've got something in mind. Right? We'll see you back at the house. We dive so much. We don't like soap everything. We just rinse it with the hose real quick and hang it. I think the biggest thing is hanging it to dry so it's not sitting. Even like gloves, weight belts, all that stuff, we hang it up. Get all the moisture off of it. Guns, just hit them real good with the hose. Get in the cracks and crevices in here, the trigger mech and the handle and all that. You hit the hardware. If you don't use it very, Yeah, everything's out. If you don't use it very often, I recommend soaping it real good, scrubbing it. But like I said, we dive so much freshwater, let it dry. It's gonna be in the water in a few days anyways. Tipsy, are you ready? You hungry? And we're in the kitchen. So today I'm gonna make something I just realized, I looked it up. I haven't made this in a year and a half. And that's very disappointing because this is one of my favorite things. It is a dish called kokonda, if I remember how to pronounce it correctly. We first ran into this in Fiji when Madeline and I visited. And essentially it's kind of their version of ceviche. So I'll tell you where I'm at and what I've done so far. All I've done is I took our mangrove snapper, filleted it, and diced it. And put lemon and lime juice in it, salt and pepper, and that's it. And this has been sitting for about an hour. And we're gonna add everything else now to make it different from ceviche to kokonda. And there's several different varieties of this in the South Pacific, and I think in some other countries they do it kind of a variation of this. But what we're also going to do, and I know these don't go together, but really love kokonda and I really love fried plantains. So we're going to fry some plantains as well. And I feel like they will go nicely together because I love both, and why not? So I'm going to show you what we're doing next. We've got our fish, like I said. Been soaking for about an hour. Lemon and lime juice, salt, pepper, just dice it up. No real science to it. In this bowl, we've got white onion, some hothouse cucumber, a little bit of tomato. We've got some red chili. If you like heat, I may end up adding more. I like this to be spicy. It's very nice with the coconut milk and some cilantro. Give that a toss. Now, if there's any Fijian subscribers out there, please don't eat me alive. I'm going to use canned coconut milk. If you have the opportunity to make your own coconut milk, make it fresh from scratch, it is worth the hassle. I unfortunately don't have time to do it right now, so we're going to use canned. But if you can make it yourself, it is night and day. It's so much better. There we are. That looks beautiful. I leave the lemon and lime juice in there. We're gonna add our coconut milk. Again, if you can, make it fresh. We're just pressed for time today. It's been a very, very busy month of May. The few times we've done it and when we had it, it would come in a little dish when we were in Fiji, and it was almost, I don't want to say soupy because that sounds bad, but it had a lot of liquid with it, so we got to add more coconut. I don't think that's a bad thing. So we're going to let that get friendly, let everyone come together, let all those flavors bind. Throw it back in the fridge and we'll get started on our plantains. All right, so we're gonna attempt to make some tostones, which is fried green plantains. I've never done this. I just got the crash course from Will, my culinary advisor and chef support. So you peel these things, dice them up 1.5 inch pieces. He said you want to fry them at a low heat first, probably somewhere around 350 or so. He said the idea is you want to cook them all the way through first on the first round, let them cool, smash them, and then you fry them again. See what my temp is at. I should be hopefully somewhere around 350 or so. Actually, I'm a little lower than that. I'm about 315. And putting those in there is definitely going to bring the oil temp down, but you can see they're frying. They're frying pretty good. Kind of ballparking it here. If you had to guess, how long is it? Just 2 or 3 minutes?
For the first,
yeah.
yeah, they got to be cooked through. If they're like, you have it on like 350?
Yeah, somewhere.
Yeah.
That looks right?
Take one out, just give it a smash.
With hot oil on it? Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 easy there, Johnny Hot Hands.
Oh yeah.
Perfection.
They're done.
They're done. Look at that one. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Kind of figured. So that was maybe 3 minutes ish, 4. I don't know, somewhere around there. All right, so you get some wax paper, something big and flat. Let them cool down a sec so you're not burning yourself. And you mash them down. There you are. It's my first time doing this. Those are beautiful. Will said it's best to set them out, let them cool before you throw them back in the fryer for the second time. So, brought the oil up to 400. Let these cool. Supposedly you're supposed to soak them in, what'd you say, like garlic water?
Water with garlic in between.
We're not gonna do that. These taste, I could eat them just like this before even the second fry.
Yeah, the one time in my life that I made them, I didn't do that, and they were just fine.
Just fine.
Just fine.
So again, this second time the oil needs to be a lot hotter.
I don't think you can go wrong when you fry something.
That was pretty quick.
Ooh, ooh.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna put some of this on there.
A little bit of a sprinkle.
Yeah. Put the stuff on everything. Oh, it's like that guy. The way my hand was.
Emerald Agashi?
The guy.
Currently testing them. Excellent.
No one's surprised. Is that too much?
No,
Medium?
definitely not.
This is your bowl, the one that's dirty?
Correct. It's the bowl I've used all day.
I'll do just one scoop.
Un
Put one cook on them, please. Perfect.
Whoop.
Wow.
There you are.
There you go. Looks like sunshine.
Yeah, this looks amazing.
Cool.
Nice.
We gotta sit outside.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
we're gonna sit outside.
We didn't have anywhere to stick the camera, so it's on the fan. So if you start spinning, it means the wind picked up.
I don't think we're even in it, babe.
Oh, we're in it. Dig in.
That's a mighty fine Toscone.
Yes. Toscone has passed. Hold on, so should I like make like a little...
You do whatever your heart tells you.
I'm gonna try it this way.
Oh, the wind picked up.
Oh, this is nice. Hey, everybody.
Looks like a 360 view.
Babe, okay, you're gonna make these people dizzy.
All right, sorry guys. What do you think? Is it good?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I'm on vacation.
The meeting of the cultures.
Mm-hmm. Wow, babe.
I'm a dunker.
The little red chilies in there.
I'm gonna have that crunch.
Wow, babe.
Wow. It's refreshing. It's heavy and light.
No, I'm saying like coconut milk is kind of heavy, but it doesn't feel like that in this.
It's because it's made with love. Wow, flour.
We just propagated it yesterday.
I've learned in my time with Madeline that the word propagation is a fancy word for stealing.
No! Sharing.
Sharing.
Light theft.
No, it's like
Slut.
nature's version of sharing more nature
Yeah, there you
to
go.
others.
Borrowing. Well, that is all we have. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Summertime is here. There's going to be a lot of diving, a lot of boating activities, a lot of calm weather. We're going to keep making videos. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I will do my very best to get to them. And that's all. You have anything you want to share, baby?
I don't.
No? Will?
Oh, actually, yes. So you can see I'm wearing a shirt, and you can get any of my merch on my website,
Paddle and Madeline.
paddleandmadeline.com.
There's a link for it in mine as well.
I got cute hats and crop tanks and long sleeve sun shirts, so feel free to grab them.
Get all your Paddle and Madeline merch. We will see you on the next one. Later.